You must have met Mama Dan by now, right? Well, if you are a regular viewer of this video, I have introduced her on several occasions. The overtly friendly neighbor who had all but decided to take me as her personal doctor, considering the never-ending list of symptoms she presents to me whenever we meet. Therefore, it goes without saying I very much preferred that our supposed chance meetings be far and in between. After all, I was still a medical student, and despite my growing knowledge of various conditions, my input could not replace that of an already qualified doctor with accompanying test results. But despite my seasoned outmaneuvering skills, I ran into Mama Dan this past weekend. As I saw her approaching from the distance and having established that there was no possible escape route, I was left agonizing over what symptoms she would be presenting with this time round, and factoring the cold season, my money was on a cough or aching joints. It was neither. In fact, for the first time Mama Dan reported to be in good health, a fact she attributed to the recently concluded transformative conference held at her church. Instead, she sought career advice for her niece who was in her final year in high school and would soon be selecting university courses. It is then that it occurred to me that these were discussions most parents would seek to have, if only to relate it to their children who are intensely preparing for the final exams. Hence, for the next few weeks I will be writing on matters surrounding careers in medicine. But where to begin? It's one of the signs of the irrational dissatisfactions of life that before you get to medical school, you are just dreaming, if only I could be a doctor, if only I could be a doctor. Maybe it was your childhood dream or your parents' dream. Either way, by the time you get to your final year, where it suddenly dawns on you that you are quite close to the finishing line, and soon, people will be asking, what will you be specializing in? That's when you recall how some of the fields that looked so pleasant when you were just dreaming are no longer an option. You might have gone into medicine as a first step into neurosurgery until you realize what it entails being a neurosurgeon, and you find yourself wondering, am I really willing to go through the grueling process? Cardiology is one other popular field, judging from the number of top candidates who declare that it is their dream career. However, by the time you have gone through your undergraduate years, you get to realize that it takes more than just having a dream. The duration of training is deliberately stretched such that you are exposed to various aspects of medicine, not only to learn about the various conditions but to learn about yourself. There are moments in which you will question your decision, and others you will be left in awe. But I will say this to you, my dear parents, like most things in life, medicine is a journey, just like this is the first video in the series.